What's going on, BMW fans? Welcome back to BMW Review. Today we have the all-new 2022 BMW M240i. If this is your first time on BMW Review, what we do here is showcase the latest BMWs that just hit the market. And guys, today the BMW M240i is finally here. Long wait, but get ready for a full review of this vehicle. So guys, for this review, we're going to be covering a few things. Just so you guys know, I did get some clips on the different revs, the different modes of revs for this vehicle. So we're going to be checking out the revs, and we're also going to be checking out some drive-bys in the different modes as well. So in modes like Eco, Comfort, and Sport, you'll see drive-by clips of that. Also, we're going to be checking out the engine updates, the engine performance updates, some dimension updates, so on and so forth. And you guys will get my take on what I think about this vehicle as well. So definitely stay tuned. Before we get started, guys, check out our brand new store, www.bmreview.com. It is a brand new Shopify store, and we started to sell a lot more products. So definitely check that out when you guys get a chance. And before further ado, let's go and get started. So yeah, guys, that was the drive-bys and that was the revs, and pretty spectacular. You guys could definitely tell the difference there between the Sport and the Sport Plus. As soon as that valve opens, the car just sounds like a whole different vehicle, and I just thought it sounded phenomenal. You can tell in the video, if you put your headphones on, you can definitely tell a bit more of the difference as well. And even in person, it's completely noticeable as well. So even if you do decide to get aftermarket exhaust for this, it's going to sound pretty amazing. So that's great to know. Also, so to get right into it, guys, let's check out the front end of the vehicle. You can see the headlight design is all different. The blinker there, that's how it looks when the blinker's on. And if we look at the lower bumper, you can see some design changes there as well. I'm not too big of a fan of the triangular bumper there on the sides of the lower bumper. I think that could have been a little bit more better, but everything else in the front end looks great. I'm a big fan of these kidney grills. They are active kidney grills. The vehicle is off right now, but whenever you turn on the vehicle, the kidney grills do turn on. So that's great. I'm a big fan of these grills. True BMW design. They did keep that compared to the M3 and M4 and all the other vehicles. So the kidneys look great for this one. Headlights, I'm also a big fan, as mentioned before. These rims that we're going to be going into, the rims are actually M double spoke 19-inch M double spoke cerulean gray wheels. And personally speaking, I believe that these rims are okay. There's actually a better rim that I do like, and those are the 19-inch M double spoke bicolor wheels. So I believe that the bicolor wheels are actually better suited for this vehicle. That's just my personal opinion. But these rims are not too bad. You have a choice whether you want performance tires or the all-season tires. Definitely completely up to you what you choose to prefer, but both options are available depending on which rim you get for this vehicle. Moving right along, one of the big design cues that I do love about the M240 is that lower black skirt that this vehicle comes with. All the M240s, they all have that, and it does look really nice for the vehicle. It gives it a nice contrasting look. One of my biggest gripes that I have for this vehicle, the only thing I don't like about it, probably in the most hardcore way, is this door handle. Now, this door handle is pretty hard to grip whenever I'm just naturally approaching the vehicle just like I do for any other one. And whenever I try to open the door, my hand just slips off. So that's one thing you guys might have to get used to if you do decide to get this vehicle. Just watch out for those door handles. It might take a little bit of relearning to kind of get a feel for it, or get a handle on it, I should say, no pun intended. Moving into the inside of the M240i, the interior of the vehicle is all brand new, guys. Now, if you guys are pretty familiar with all the newer BMW interiors, this one's gonna basically look pretty close to it. You can see the doors are quite unique compared to the other BMW interiors, but for the most part, the digital display, the center display, along with the the shifting knob and all that. That's all pretty much BMW standard interior. It's only going to be the door handle side where you're going to see some differences between the different types of BMWs they have to choose from. But for the most part, everything's updated and it looks great. Of course, you get your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay included, and that's a big selling point for the new BMWs. Again, BMW is one of the only ones to offer that to offer Android Auto and CarPlay in a wireless way, so you don't have to connect your phone to get access to that. M steering wheel we have here. It feels great in the hands, just like all the previous ones. This one's probably a bit better. Digital display live cockpit pro. You guys can see that. Again, all the new BMWs that have this, they all have that, and it looks nice. Now, dimension wise, the vehicle did get bigger, but the back seats here, they're still kind of tight compared to the last generation. Dimensions wise, the vehicle is 4.3 inches longer, 6 inches wider, and about 3 cubic feet more passenger volume within the car. But yeah, guys, the rear seats here is still pretty tight. If you do have kids, they'll be alright. But any adults, you might get a little tight back there. Just so you guys know. Also, this interior color, if you guys aren't familiar with it, it's the cognac. The cognac is the interior color that we have here. Swinging over to the back side of the vehicle, you're going to see a lot more changes that took place here. You can see that the rear taillights are all brand new. You can see that the lower bumper is all brand new as well. It's a pretty unique design. It honestly does grow on you a little bit. I do feel that the taillights could be a little bit more wider, but it's not too bad considering that this is a 2 Series and things are in a smaller scale. So it still works, it's fine. You can the back end sort of does resemble like a different scale of a Supra, if you ask me too. Which is kind of funny saying that because the new Supra is the same engine as this vehicle. So both of the vehicles, they do share the 40i engines. So that's a big thing to note, because if you guys don't know, the Supras are pushing some pretty crazy horsepower if you tune it, and those same tunes are going to be pretty much available for this vehicle as well too, since they share the same engine, if you guys didn't know that as well. So combining this vehicle with a highly tunable engine along with the X-Drive, you can bet that people are going to be pushing some crazy horsepower for this vehicle as well too. That's a big thing to note. This vehicle is going to be pretty huge in the aftermarket community, and you're going to see these vehicles tuned out like crazy. And with the X-Drive, it's going to put all that power down, and it's going to be pretty insane. I can't wait to see what people are going to be doing with this vehicle. Trunk space is about what you would expect. The rear seats in the back here, they can fold down if you need the additional space. But yeah, the trunk space is about what you would think. It's not too big, not too small, just right. Enough to get your groceries in, and that's pretty much all that matters. But yeah, again, the back seats can fold down, so you do have additional space back there. Swinging around to the rear quarter of the vehicle, you can see some pretty cool lines. The vehicle does look really good from this angle. I think that this is probably my favorite angle for the vehicle. But yeah, that black side skirt just kind of helps it give that more archy design. So getting into some horsepower and torque numbers, guys, finally. Again, guys, this is the BMW 40i engine. So this engine is shared for the 340i. It's also shared for the M240i, the 3 Series and the 4 Series. And again, if you guys didn't know, as mentioned before, share the same engine as the Supra. So we're talking about some pretty crazy horsepower numbers. 382 horsepower, and that's going to fall in at 5,800 RPM. We're also looking at 369 foot-pounds of torque at an impressively low 1,800 RPM. Transmission 8-speed automatic. Again, it's all-wheel drive. One of the big features that this M240i will have against the M2 is that from the articles that I've read, the M2 is not going to come with a X-Drive version. That's right. M2 most likely will not come with a all-wheel drive version. So this vehicle has a significant advantage in that sense against the new M2 that's going to be out soon. For the front tires, we're going to be looking at 255/40. Again, rear tires are also going to be 255/40, mainly with the 19-inch rims. For the fuel economy, we're going to be looking at a combined 26 mpg, City is going to be 23 mpg, highway 32 mpg. That's pretty impressive. Fuel tank capacity 13.7 gallons. Cruising range for the city, a impressive 315 miles. Cruising range for the highway, impressive 438 miles. Those are great numbers. Curb weight, bit more heavy than one would think, but the curb weight is going to be 3,871 pounds. That's quite heavy, but again, the X-Drive will help it get to a 0-60 of 4.1 pretty quickly. 0-60 they say 4.1, but we all know that BMW just kind of overrates that, or underrates that, I should say. And the vehicle will probably do 0-60 in like a good 3.8 or so. Alright guys, so in conclusion, we're going to wrap it up a little bit. One big thing to note, we can't talk about driving impressions for the vehicle. I do have some, which I'll put up in the next clip that we get of the M240. So yeah, driving impressions are banned to talk about until November 16th, so we have to respect BMW for that. So no driving impressions for this video, but you guys will get my thoughts on the driving impressions in the next video, so definitely subscribe for that. Whenever the embargo lifts, we'll be talking about the driving impressions for this vehicle, and you don't want to miss that either, because it's pretty cool. So let's see. I think the M240 is a true BMW. With this lightweight design, with his 2 doors, with his grille that they kept a true BMW and not anything too crazy or too controversial. So get ready for the next video, guys. It's gonna have some pretty cool driving impressions and everything, so make sure you guys subscribe. And if you guys do have any questions on the M240i, definitely please drop it down below. If you guys had a question on the price, the starting price for this vehicle is about $48,500. So definitely check it out on the build website. You can customize it in some really cool ways. I would honestly get this vehicle with a Shadowline package to black out the trims and black out the wheels as well. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah guys, feel free to drop some questions below. I'll be here to answer those, and I hope you guys have a great day, and definitely subscribe and stay tuned for the next one. Have a great day.